brilliant discovery by a man called Erik Larson, who created or discovered what's known as the cymoscope, that can actually show us the physical form and the shape of the sound that we make with our voices, and the infinite number of shapes of our voices. But before we look at this incredible example in this video, I'd like to remind you that what you saw on the metal plate was a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional effect. So imagine that those shapes that you see on that metal plate actually go out in all directions. And remember that sound, when I make a sound with my mouth, it doesn't travel in a straight line. It doesn't go from my mouth to your ears. It goes in all directions. So it's like a bubble that's growing and going in all directions. Now, see it as that, right? This bubble that grows and goes everywhere. Now, when you sing into a microphone and it's connected to the cymoscope, you actually see a two-dimensional perspective of a three-dimensional event that is captured in water in this beautiful experiment done by Erik Larson. So imagine the human voice as a tool of creation. And we'll be talking about the tool of creation and our ability to manifest with our sound and the words that we speak and the thoughts that we have. And this brings us to a deeper understanding of who we are as spiritual beings, conscious beings connected to a physical body, and our abilities that are way beyond our current understanding. And this gets into much deeper spiritual levels of understanding our place on this earth, the fact that we are divine beings of infinite potential, and that we are co-creators of our reality. After all, even more than 100 years ago, quantum physics has clearly shown us that we are the makers of our own reality, the creators of our own reality. And this beautiful example with a cymoscope, showing the power and the infinite creation that we can create with our voice, is a beautiful example of this potential in the human body. Now that you've seen what we're capable of with our human voice, and that we can create infinitely with our human voice, when we look at some of the still photographs of the cymoscope images, we come across a spectacular cross in a circle. This very famous image that we see all over human history. And sometimes a picture tells 1,000 words, and it is in this instance that we capture the knowledge and the information of those that created the religious symbols that we use in our churches, the religious symbols that have encoded this information, that sound is the creative source. Those that came up with the logos, with the symbols for Christianity, and the Coptic cross, and the pagan cross, and the Knights Templar crosses, and so forth. These are all part of the secret societies in ancient times, encoding this knowledge that sound is the source of creation, connecting it to this beautiful photograph that gives us and gives away the secret that was held for so many thousands of years by these secret societies. This was a short introduction to sound and what sound can do. And in the next episode, we're going to pick up on continued amazing discoveries in sound and what sound can do, and how we can use sound for the benefit of humanity. I'm Michael Tellinger, and thanks for watching.
Beautiful, right?